Hello all, welcome to another video of 100bytes.com. In this video we are going to see how to create the WebLogic cluster in a horizontally, that is setting up the WebLogic cluster in more than one machine. This is the third video of a WebLogic series, where the first two videos have shown how to create WebLogic cluster, admin servers, manage servers, node managers in the same machine, and the second video has shown how to start and stop these servers, clusters, node manager from the same machine as well as from the remote machines using node manager commands and in a WLST. For this video I have a domain which is spread across two machines. In that domain I have two managed servers and two machines, each managed server assigned to one machines, and these two machines, one is a Windows machine and another one is a Linux machine. So let's say like this is my machine one. Actually this is actually a Windows machine, and this is my Linux machine. So I have a domain which spread across both the machines, and this is my managed server 1, this is managed server 2. Okay, and these are actually clustered in a single cluster. Okay, there is a node manager running in two machines. Let's say I have put it like in a node manager. This is one node manager and this is another one node manager. Okay, so here the two machines, Windows machine and Linux machine, where the domain is spread across both the machines, and two managed servers which is formed as a cluster, and there are two node managers are running. Okay, now let's start creating the WebLogic cluster horizontally. So for that you need to navigate to the Oracle common bin folder. There config.cmd file will be there. So I'm going to skip this part actually up to the advanced configuration because I have shown already in the first video. Here I'm going to select all the advanced configurations, administration server, node manager and managed server clusters. So I'm going to go with the default of admin server, and for node manager I'm going to provide a node manager admin user. Okay, I'm going to create two managed servers, ms1 and ms2. So the same listen address will be local address, and 7003 7004. Okay, I'll make it as this as 8004. The managed server 2 is listening in the 8004. And next, so I'm creating one cluster cs1. So assigning both the managed server to this cluster. So I'm going to create two machines. So one is a Windows machine, Windows, and listen address will be all local addresses. And in the Unix machine I'm going to create another one. This is Unix, so this is same as all local address. So this will listen in the 6666 port. Okay, click next, and then I'm assigning both ms1 to Windows and ms2 to Unix machine. Okay, so click next and create. So this will start creating a domain. Now it is successfully created. Finish. Okay, now we will try to start the first admin server. So cd cluster domain. The server has started now. So let's log into the admin console. So now here we see it's going to the servers. We have two managed servers, and let's try to start the managed server 1. Okay, so it will fail here. It says like ms1 node manager machine Windows is not reachable. Now we'll try to start the managed server 2. So here for this it says like Unix is not reachable for MS2. Okay, so you can now you understand that machines, how the manager were assigned to the machines. Now let's start the node manager. So node manager have started at 127.0.0.1 and listening the 556 port. Now we get back to the administration console where we'll try to start the manage server 1. So going to the control, manage server 1, click start. So you can see that now the request has sent to the node manager to start the selected servers. So now the server will be running. Okay, now we have the manage server 1 which set up in the Windows machine. The next step is we need to set it up the manage server 2 in the Unix machine. For that we need to use the two commands called pack and unpack, which comes along with the Oracle installation itself, Oracle middleware installation itself. Now we have stopped the admin server, manage server and node manager. We can navigate to the Oracle common bin folder where you can find the config unpack and pack command. Pack command what will do means it will pack the middleware domain, our domain, into a jar file, and we can transfer it through some FTP or SCP to the Linux machine where we can use the unpack command. So that will extract that jar file to into a domain. So let's see like how to pack and unpack the our domain actually. We have navigated to Oracle common bin folder, and this is the command to pack our domain. So it will take couple of few flags. Like first is the domain where our domain is located. So you can see like cluster domain is passed, and what is the template you want to keep it, that means like the jar name, and what is the template name, it is cluster name, and we are going to pack the manage server, so we need to pass the managed equal to true. Now our command has executed successfully, so we have packed the cluster domain. Actually you can see that this is the file which we need to transfer it to the our Unix machine. So now I have transferred the cluster domains.jar to the Linux machine, and I navigated to the Oracle common bin folder. This is the command to unpack the cluster domains.jar into the Linux machine. So the template holds the name of the jar file, and domain is where the domain has to located, and the username, password, node manager home, and the node manager type is a per domain node manager. So this is the command. Let's hit enter. So this will start unpack the cluster domains.jar to the location where we have specified in the domain flag. Okay, now the command is success. Let's go and verify the cluster domain. So the domain is created here. Okay, to start the manage server 2 from the Unix machine, we need a node manager has to be running. So before starting the node manager, we have to change the listening address of a node manager. So that will be under vim node manager dot properties. So I have already changed the listen address to the host IP address of this machine. So once this is done, you can start the node manager. So now the node manager is started, and this host and IP address and the port number is this one. Now we get back to the admin console where we will try to start the manage server 1 and manage server 2. I have already started admin server in the Windows machine, and for before starting the manage server 2 in the admin console also you need to change like in the machines in the Unix. So you in the node manager where you will see the listen address, I put the listen address of my Linux machine, so and the port whatever it is. So once it's done, you just click the save, then get back to the servers. Okay, now we will try to start both the manage server 1 and manage server 2. Click start. So this will issue a command to node manager running in the Windows machine and node manager running in the Unix machine where to start the both the manage servers. So let's say like let's click the refresh, and meanwhile we can see the our output of the node manager. This is in the Linux machine where ms2 it's working on, the node manager is working on to start the server. So the task is completed in the Windows machine, and let's wait for the Unix machine to complete. And now both the managed servers are running actually. So let's try to connect to that managed server port here. So this is localhost 703, localhost 703. So I'm going to refresh. So here you will find a 404 not found because no applications has deployed. There is no control application located there. So but there is a server is running in this 7003 localhost. Now we'll try to connect to this 8004. This is in the Linux machine. So I'm hitting enter. So it's still the same 404 because no applications are deployed, but the web managed server is running over there. Okay, now let's stop these both the servers from the admin console itself. Okay, you see that now both the servers were shut down. Okay, let's try to start it in the cluster. I mean, like in a single command we need to start both the managed server 1 managed server 2. So for that we have to go to the WebLogic command WLST. So I have already started WLST. These commands I have already explained in the last video. So I'm just going to start the cluster. For that we need to connect to the admin server. So I'm connecting to the admin server. Okay, and we are going to start the cluster, CS1 cluster. So you see that MS1, MS2, it trying to start, and also it's starting the, we can check the status in the admin console. Let's try to refresh this guy. So the command has come, the command is saying that the clusters is started successfully, and in the, you can see it in the admin console also. It's both the servers were running. Okay, let's try to shut it down now. So that command is shut down CS1 cluster, and this will try to shut the both the managed servers in both the machines. One is a Windows machine and another is a Linux machine, and we can monitor the status in the admin console. Okay, now it says like both the servers were shut down. Let's see the status in the admin console. So okay, you can see that both are in shutdown status. Okay, that's it actually, how to set up the WebLogic cluster horizontally. Thanks for watching. For more videos and tutorials, please look into 100bytes.com. In the next video I'm going to show how to set up a one-way SSL in WebLogic server. Thank you.